that okay? Hi, good evening. Hi, Liz. I hope you've all had a lovely Easter break or Easter weekend. Hi, Stacey. We've got requests to join live videos. This is a new one. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? If I approve them, I think they'll go on there.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hi. Hi, Chloe. I was about to say hi and then your username. I'm not, yeah. Hi, Alice. Yes, Sarah. I was kind of half expecting. I was a bit like, I didn't know whether or not to accept the request, and then all of a sudden your face popped up and I wasn't sure if you'd like that, to be honest. YouTube channel is Marie Studios. We are currently live on there as well. This is our first video on YouTube, so this is all new. Yeah, don't worry, Sarah. Okay. So we'll make a start. You'll have to, I'll give you a pre-warning. There is a little moo wandering around. So if a little pup walks through, you'll have to just ignore the little fur ball that walks around. But when you are ready, ladies, we'll make a start. So if you either, no equipment's needed, all you need is yourself, either a mat or just somewhere where you can kind of lay down, stand up, somewhere where it's comfortable. But when you're ready, so just standing anywhere on your mat or your blanket or whatever you've got. We're just going to put those feet together. We're going to point those toes, 10 to 2, heels behind toes. Nice bend in those knees. Hands come on those hips. We're just going to start with those tilts. So tilt those hips all the way forwards and then all the way back. Just keeping it nice and flowing. Relaxing into those shoulders. Just for 2 more. And then just finding that nice neutral position with those hips now, slightly tucked under, just protecting that lower back. Hands come higher onto those ribs. We have 6 breaths. So taking an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, and exhale. As you inhale, those fingertips spread out just slightly. Exhale to come back together. And then just slowly bring those hands down. We're just going to engage that core. So squeezing that belly button to the back of the spine. That pelvic floor is squeezing front to back. So imagine you popping on that pair of trousers after Sunday dinner. Everything's a bit tight. And then release ever so slightly. Still feel engaged, but you can still move around. Start to roll those shoulders just a few times. Maybe move that head from side to side. Bringing that head back up, drop those shoulders down. We reach those arms up to the sky, grab hold of one wrist. Take an inhale. Exhale, we carefully move in the opposite direction, pull the wrist over. Bring it back to the center, grab hold of the opposite wrist, take an inhale. Exhale, we lean. One more on each side, inhale. Exhale, lean. Inhale, exhale. Bringing it back to the center, drop those arms down, keep those knees nice and bent. Take an inhale. Exhale to our chin. We hunch those shoulders, we start to curve into that spine nice and slow, lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Plant those hands onto the mat when we get there. Knees stay bent. Just start to pedal out those heels just for 2 breaths. One at a time. One more breath. And then slowly bring the heels down, coming all the way back up. We stack, roll those shoulders back, head comes back up, roll those shoulders back. We go for 2 more, take an inhale, exhale to our chin. Curve into that spine, nice and slow. Inhale at the bottom, plant those hands down, just pedal out those heels just for 2 breaths. And then slowly bring the heels down, coming all the way back up, we stack, roll those shoulders back, head back up. Final one, take an inhale, exhale to our chin. Curve into that spine. Plant the hands down again. Just pedal out those heels one at a time. One more breath. And then slowly lower the heels, coming all the way back up. Reset. Roll those shoulders back. Head comes back up. We just go for a little side bend. So take an inhale. Exhale, we drop one arm down the side. Coming all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale over to the side. Option, you want to make it a little bit big. You can reach the opposite arm up and over. Inhale, exhale over. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Back to the center. Just roll those wrists, roll those ankles. We're coming to the back of the mat if you're not already there. We're just going to take another roll down. So we stay there. Take an inhale, exhale to our chin, and toe shoulders curve into that spine. This time we plant the hands on the mat when we get there. The knees stay bent. We start to walk those hands out to the end of the mat, just to a point where we can keep those hips high. Hands are planted, just start to pedal out those heels just for 2 breaths. One more breath. And then lower the heels down. We take an inhale. Exhale, we sweep one leg all the way up towards the sky. Open up into those hips. Stay here if it feels good. If you'd like, start to bend into the knee. Maybe start to rotate that hip off to the side. Roll those ankles if it feels good. And then when you're ready, rotate those hips back to the center, big step forwards, foot all the way to the outside of that hand, big step forwards. We take an inhale, adjust if you need that back even lower. Take an inhale, exhale, we sweep the arm all the way up to the sky, gaze to the hand, and then back to the center, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, big sweep, all the way down. 1 more, inhale, exhale, big sweep. All the way back down, pop both hands onto the mat. Maybe just swaying from side to side. If you also just open up into those hips. 1 more breath. And then when you're ready, keeping it nice and still. We go big step back, put both feet together, hips are high, pedal out those heels just for 2 breaths again. 1 more breath and we go over to the other side. When you're ready, lower the heels down. Take an inhale, exhale, big sweep, opposite leg up towards the sky. Maybe bend into that knee if it feels good. Maybe open up into the hips if that feels good. Roll the ankles. 1 more breath. And then when you're ready, rotate those hips back to the center. Big step forwards. Foot to the outside of the hand. Again, stay here or you can always lower the knee down. Take an inhale. Exhale, big step. Sweep all the way up to the sky, gaze the hand. All the way down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, sweep. All the way down. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, sweep. All the way back down, pop both hands onto the mat. Maybe just swaying from side to side, open up into the hips. And then when you're ready, keeping it nice and still. Big step back, feet together, hips high, pedal out those heels again. 2 breaths. 1 more breath. And then we're going back over to the other side. So this time, lower the heels down, take an inhale. Exhale, big step forward. 1 foot to the outside of that hand, big step forward. We're going to push out those hands in that front foot, all the way up to that standing, adjust if you need. So the front foot's planted, back heel's lifted, Always toes pointing forwards. Hinge the hips forwards. Straighten into that front knee. We take an inhale. Exhale, big sweep forwards. Reach those arms forwards. Bend into the front knee. And then straighten. Inhale. Exhale, we reach. And then lower. So we're just keeping it nice and simple. Inhale. Exhale, sweep. Really try and find that nice moving line. So from those fingertips, all the way down the arms, all the way down the spine, through the back leg. Inhale, exhale, reach. We're here for another 3. Counting is still not improved. Last 2, we're going to start adding more. So the next time we go down, hold it here. Keep those arms stretched out, shoulders relaxed, belly and something in. We start to bend and lift into that front knee. Just tiny movements. We don't want to be straightening completely. It's just a little bend and straighten. Just like a little pulse up and down a few inches. Keeping that back nice and long. Inhale, exhale, we bend. We're here for another 3. Inhale, exhale, lower. 2. 1, hold it here. Take an inhale. Exhale, we sweep those hands past the hips. Inhale, exhale, reach those arms forwards. So again, we haven't got any weights or anything in our hands, but we're going to be moving with that intention. So imagine we're wading through water or honey. Inhale, exhale, we sweep. Inhale, exhale, reach. We're here for another 4. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Last 3. We're going to hold those hands past the hips into. Then next time we take the hands past the hips, hold it here. Palms are facing each other. We take an inhale. Exhale, we squeeze those shoulder blades together and then release them so slightly. So imagine we're trying to take those palms together and then release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Open up into the chest, release. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. We're here for another 3. That's where it's going to start firing up. Keep that hinge with the hips. 2. 1, hold. We reach those arms forward, hold it here. We palms together, we start to doggy paddle into those arms. Keep reaching those fingertips as far as you can. We're here for another 4. 3. Hold it in 2. 1, hold it here, hold. Sink a little deeper into that front knee, hold it, belly and something in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hold in 2, 1, hold. This time we take an inhale. Exhale, we sweep the hands past the hips like before. We start to transfer our body weight into that front knee. We start to lift that back leg up. Reach the arms forward as we drop the back knee low. So we're going to that 90-90 lunge. We sweep the hands past the hips. Lift that back leg up to a point that feels good. Start to lower the back knee down and reach the arms up. If the hands just don't feel good, you're more than welcome to keep the hands on the hips. We've got a little light low on that screen. Can you check? I don't know what that is. You're having some maybe technical difficulties on the phone. So we're here for another 6. Last 5. If that lift just doesn't feel good, you can always just transfer that body weight onto that front leg. Last 4. Inhale, exhale, we sweep, we lift. Last 3. We hold that 90-90 lunge into. That glute is on fire. The next time we drop that back knee low, hold it, reach those fingertips, hold it here just for 10, 8, so you can sink a little deeper, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand tall. Shake those legs up. Give that glute a quick crunch, and then we're going all the way over to do the whole thing again. So come into the back of the mat, pedal out those heels, just for 2 breaths. 1 more breath. And then lower the heels, nice bend in the knees. Take an inhale, exhale, tuck our chin. Punch those shoulders, we start to curve into that spine. Take it slow. Hands pointing to the mat. You start to pedal out those heels, just for 2 breaths. One more breath. And then when you're ready, lower the heels down. You start to walk those hands out to the end of the mat. Again, hips stay high. Pedal out those heels. Just for 2 breaths. One more breath. And then when you're ready, lower the heel down. We take an inhale, exhale, big step forward, opposite foot to the opposite hand. Again, stay here. Just a second, and then when you're ready, take an inhale, exhale, big push up, out of those hands and up front. So coming all the way to that stand. And just if you need. Front foot stays planted, back heels lifted, so all those toes are pointed forward. Hinge those hips forward, straighten into that same front knee. We take an inhale, belly button sucking in. Exhale, we bend into the front knee, reach those arms forwards. We lower down. Inhale, exhale, we bend. So we're just starting all the way back from the beginning. You are more than welcome to stay here if it feels good. Inhale, exhale, and lower. We're here for another 5. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Last 4. Finding that nice long line. You can always take your hands on the hips at any point. Keep that chest open. Last 3. Last 2. Next time we lower, hold it low. Arms stay stretched, shoulders relax. We go to that little bend and lift into that front knee. Back heel stays lifted. Belly button sucking in. Inhale, exhale, bend. You're in control of how big you make that movement. Keep that belly button sucking in. Nice and slow, nice and control. Here for 3. Hold the leg nice and still. Please face bent in 2. 1, hold, take an inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands past the hips. Inhale, exhale, reach those arms. So we're sweeping and reaching those arms. Again, wading through that inhale. Inhale, exhale, sweep. We are here for another 6. Have a breath at any point. Come back when you're ready. Last 5. Hands stay past the hips in 4. Inhale, exhale, sweep. 3. Keep that nice long spine. 2. Then next time, take your hands past the hips, hold, take an inhale. Exhale, we squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then release. So imagine we're trying to collect those palms together, and then release. So we're clapping the palms, and then release. Squeeze those shoulder blades, chest stays open. We're going for those doggy paddles, so you can reach those arms forwards in 4. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. In 3. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. 2. Last 1. Reach those arms forward, shoulders relax, palms facing each other, little doggy paddles. Just for 10. 8. 7. 6. 4. Holding 3. 2. 1. Hold. Sink a little deeper into that front knee, belly button sucking in. Reach those arms, hold it for 10. 8. 7. 6. 4. We start adding that leg lift in 3. 2. 1. Take an inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands past the hips. We start to lift that back leg up. Find that balance. Step the back toe down. Lift the arms up as we drop the button. 90-90 lunge. We reach the arms past the hips. Keep those hips square down towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lift. If that's just not feeling good, far too much chill working through even, you're more than welcome to just transfer that by weight onto that front leg without lifting that back leg up. Good. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Keep breathing, that glute is on fire again. We are here for another 4. And then we hold that 90-90 lunge finish. In 3. Last 2. Then next time, we drop the back knee low, hold it in. Sweep those arms up to the sky, belly button sucking, ribs down, drop the back knee low, hold it 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand tall. Step please, have a breath. Well done. We're coming to the back of the mat final time. Pedal out those heels, have a breath. Roll those shoulders. One more breath. all of a sudden it's hot in here. So plant those feet down. Nice bend in the knees, take an inhale. Exhale to crunch it. Punch those shoulders, curve into that spine. Nice and slow. Plant the hands down, just pedal out those heels just for 2 breaths. One more breath. And then lower the heels. Walk those hands out, just to a point where you can pop those knees down. Take those knees out wide. Rock back into those heels. Extend those arms out in front, find that stretch. Maybe sway from side to side. One more breath. And then when you're ready, we'll come all the way up into our hands and knees. So we're stacking everything. So elbows nice and bent. Wrists into elbows, elbows into shoulders. Knees under the hips. Nice gap between the knees. Belly button sucking in. We take an inhale. Exhale, we sweep one leg behind. We lift and line the back if it feels good. All the way back in. Over to the side. Inhale. We stretch and lift. So just starting really simple with that leg stretch. Really focus on where those hips are. So we don't have to be swaying that hip to the side. Really square the hips down. Inhale, exhale, we stretch, and lift. We start adding that alternating arm stretch if it feels good. So as you stretch one leg out, stretch the opposite arm out, lift and line the back. All the way back. Inhale, exhale, stretch, and lift. If it's heavy on the wrist, just take a breath, come back when you're ready. Making sure we stack everything every time we come back in. So we're not walking into hands further and further away. 2 more. Option, you stay here. Then next time we stretch one arm and leg out, we're going to lift an arm to the back, hold it here. Opposite elbow slightly bent, belly button sucking in. Hold it just for 10. You can always bring both hands down. Here for 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, take an inhale. Exhale, we start to lower the fingertips and toes down. We lift. Inhale, exhale, we lower. Again, same thing can be done with just the leg or just the arm. You find what works for you. Inhale, exhale, we lower. And lift. Holding in 3. Keep that belly button sucking in. 2. Then next time we lift the arm and leg, hold it here. Baby pulses up and down. Just for 10. 8, 7, 6. Keep that hold nice and strong in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands and knees come back down. Rock back into those heels. Roll those wrists. Well done. Have a breath. We're going straight to the other side. So when you're ready, come in all the way back up. Stack everything. Belly button sucking in. Elbows slightly bent. Take an inhale. Exhale. We just start straight from the beginning. So we just start with that leg stretch. Stretch and lift. Good. Inhale, exhale, stretch, and lift. Option, you can stay here. We start adding the arm again. So as you stretch one leg out, opposite arm stretches out, we lift and arm the back. All the way in. Inhale, exhale, stretch, and lift. Find what works for you. Making sure we're not just arching to the back. So the movement, that leg is going to just under the glutes, rather than just arching to the back. Option, you stay with these. 2 more, and then we're going to hold the opposite side. Inhale, exhale, stretch, and lift. Good. Then next time, we stretch the arm and leg we haven't already done. We hold it here. Lift and over the back if you can. Hold, opposite elbow slightly bent. Here for 10. 8, keep breathing. 6, 4, 3. We go for those taps in 2, 1. Hold it, take an inhale. Exhale, we start to lower the fingertips into the down. We lift and on the back. Inhale, exhale, we lower. And lift. Holding it nice and strong. Right elbow slightly bent, or that opposite elbow slightly bent. Option, you bring both hands down. Opposite option, Both knees down, same thing with just one. Here for 2. Next time we lift the arm and leg up, hold it high. Baby pulses just for 10. Keep breathing. 8, 6. Keep that gaze on the mat, nice on the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand knee comes back down. Rock back into that child's pose. Roll those wrists out. Have a breath for them. We've got one more final thing on those hands and knees. So when you're ready, coming all the way back up onto those hands and knees once more. We're going for that little tiger go. So elbows slightly bent, belly button sucking in. We're just going to start with both hands, both knees down. So take an inhale. Exhale, keep those elbows scraping along our sides. We start to squeeze the shoulder blades together as we lower the nose down towards the mat. All the way up. Here again. Inhale, exhale, we lower. You do not have to go all the way down to the mat. You go to a point that feels good. Option, you stay here. If you want, we're going to start stretching one leg out behind. So come all the way up. We stretch one leg out to the end of the mat. Hold it here if it feels good. If you would like, we lift the leg up and lower the back. Watch the hips square. Take an inhale, exhale, we lower down. On the way up, we tap the toes. So it's that nose tap and that toe tap. Inhale, exhale, tap the toe. Inhale, exhale, tap the nose. Good. Option. We have layers. So you find the layers that work for you. If this feels good, you stay here. If you want a little bit more, spice your window up. The next time you tap those toes down, tuck those toes under, that leg stays straight. We take an inhale. Elbows slightly bent. Exhale, we bring that right knee off the mat, bring the knee into the chest. We lower the knee down, lift that straight leg back up, lower the nose. That's coordination. So if it doesn't feel good, you're more than welcome to stay with the nose and toe tap. Drive the bend knee into the chest, curl up into a ball, lower the knee down, lift that leg back up. Find what works for you. We are here just for another 4. Squeeze that belly button. Last 3. Inhale. Exhale, drive the knee in. Last 2. We're going to hold that nose low. Then next time we lower down, hold. Leg is high, hold it here. We go for a baby pulse into those elbows. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Elbows are close. 10, 8, 7, 6. Hold in 4, 3. Keep that belly button sucking in. 2, 1. Hold. Baby slow pulse into that leg. Squeeze those shoulder blades. We are here for 8, 6, 4. Hold in 3. We go back to the elbow pulses in 2, 1. Hold the leg high. Baby pulses into those elbows just for 10, 8, 7, 6. Hold in 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Hold. Baby pulse into that leg. Keeping that back nice and still. Belly button sucking. Keep breathing. We're here for another 4, 3. Hold in 2, 1. Hold. Lift that leg high. Hold the nose low. Belly button sucking. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 4. Squeeze the elbows close. 2, 1. Rock back into those heels. Extend your lungs. Sway from side to side. Roll those wrists with them. We've got the other side and then we are done on those hands and knees. So when you're ready, coming all the way back up, we step. We go back to those nose taps just for 3. So elbows slightly bent, step everything. Inhale, exhale, we lower the nose down again. We lift. Option, you can always stay with these. Inhale, exhale, lower. If you want more, the next time we lift up, we're going to take the opposite leg out behind. Option, you stay here. If you like, we lift the leg up on the back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the nose down. All the way up, we tap the toe. So it's that nose tap, toe tap again. Really focus on where those hips are. We want to be taking that nose to just in front of the fingertips. Option, we have that layer again. You stay here. If you want, the next time we tap the toes, tuck those toes in, take an inhale. Exhale, elbows slightly bent. We drive the belly in towards the chest, curl up into a ball. We lower the knee down, Lift that straight leg back up, lower the knees. Option, you do not have to add 5 more minutes here. Keep that belly button sucking in. Any point, just doesn't feel good on those wrists, have a breath, come back and open. Here for 3. Just cracking. Last 2. Inhale, exhale, we crunch. Inhale, exhale, lower. The next time we bring that nose down, we hold it here. Legs stays high, squeeze your shoulder blades, baby pulses up and down into those elbows. Just for 10. 8, 6, 4, hold in 3, 2, 1, hold. You start some baby pulse into the leg. Back stays nice and still. Keep breathing, gaze on the mat, squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze those elbows. Here for 3, 2, 1, hold the leg high, baby pulses back into the elbows. Just like 8. Keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it, baby pulse into that leg, just for 10, 8, 6, hold to finish in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift that leg nice and high, lower the nose, squeeze those shoulder blades, keep breathing here for 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, rock back into those heels, extend those arms, have a breath, maybe roll those wrists from side to side. 1 more breath. And then when you're ready, we're walking those hands up towards our body. We're flipping all the way onto our backs. Give those knees a little squeeze if it feels good. Maybe just sway from side to side. 1 more breath. We're just going to go into a little bridge. So when you're ready, we're going to plant the sweet one. Sweep those knees, expand so we can just about reach. Feet and knees are hip width apart. Hands are on the side of the body. We're just going to go for those 3 hip tilts. So close the gap between that belly button, close the gap between that back and that mat, belly button sucking in. We take an inhale. Exhale, we start to tilt those hips up towards the sky, lift just the sit bone, and then lower down. So it's just the hip tilts that we were doing right at the beginning. Option, you can always do these. We've got layers. So the next time we tilt those hips up, we're going to start healing. So we start lifting that sit bone off the mat. The lower back starts to lift. The middle back. The upper back. Inhale at the top. Squeeze those glutes. Those ribs, imagine we're wearing that really tight corset, so we're squeezing those ribs down, belly button sucking in. Exhale, we start to melt. Upper back, middle back, lower back. We go again. Inhale. Exhale, we tilt those hips. Heel. Keeping those ribs sucking in. We're not flaring those ribs out. Inhale, squeeze those glutes, ribs down. Exhale, we melt. So we're just warming everything up in that bridge. You can always do that to notice at any point. Inhale, exhale, melt. We're here for another 2. Inhale, exhale, tilt. Inhale, exhale, melt. So the next time we lift, hold those hips high. Squeeze those glutes, the ribs down. We float those arms up to the sky if you want a little bit more on that balance. Press those ribs down. We start to float the heels up. So take an inhale, exhale, float the heels up, and then lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. So we want those little hips and heel lifts. We don't want to be blocking those ankles out. Keep that belly button sucking in. We're in that really tight pair of trousers and that corset. Inhale, exhale, lift. We are here for another 4. Option, you can bring those hands down at any point. It just doesn't feel good. Last 3. Last 2. Next time we lift the heels, hold the heels high. We take an inhale, back is flat against that plank of wood now. Exhale, we start to tap those hips down towards the mat. And then lift. Inhale, exhale, tap. So it's a really slow movement. I think we've got that white happening on me. We keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, tap. Keep an eye on where that back is. So even as we tap the hips down, we don't want to be arching into the back. So imagine that back is against the plank foot. Arching, you stay here. We're going to start adding a double pulse. So the next time we lift, we double pulse for 2. We lower down. We lift, double pulse for 2, and lower down. So with those heels lifted, you can only lower at any point. We lift, double pulse, and tap. We're here for another 3, and then we're going to hold it high. In 2. Inhale, exhale, lift, double pulse. The next time we lift it, hold it high. Start to baby pulse up and down and inching those hips. The heels are still high, those glutes are squeezing, the ribs are tucking in, belly button tucking in. We're here for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, squeeze those glutes, lift a little higher, hold it here for 10, 8, 7, 6, holding 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. We take an inhale. You can lower the heels if it feels good. Exhale, we start to march. We lift one leg up to the tabletop. Lower down. Inhale, exhale, we lift the opposite leg. So we're really testing that balance. Keep those hips level. So we don't want to be rocking into those hips. We're keeping that back flat against that plank foot. Arms can lower at any point. Lower the heel at any point. Inhale, exhale, lift. Option. You can stay with these. You can always bring both feet down. We're going to start lifting that left leg up in 3. We go for a hip tap with the left leg in tabletop. In 2. Inhale, exhale, lift. Then next time we lift that left leg on the tabletop, hold it here. Back is flat, take an inhale. Exhale, we start to tap the hip down. We lift. Again, find a layer that works for you. If that just doesn't feel good, lower the foot down, lower the heels down, lower the hands. We start adding that double pulse to the top in 3. Inhale, exhale, tap. Last 2. Keep an eye on this left leg, make sure the knee stays around the hip. Start adding that double pulse. So double pulse for 2. We tap down. Inhale, exhale, double pulse, and tap. Back stays flat. Keep breathing. We are here for another 4. I think we've heard. Last 3. Last 2. Next time we lift, hold it. Just start to baby pulse. Just for 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Hold in 2, 1. Hold it high. Lift the hips. Lift the heels. 10, 8, 7, 6, 4. We start with marching again in 3, 2, 1. We start to march. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, lift. So we've just got the other side and the other done with the bridges. Again, option. You can always stay with the heel lifts if it feels better. Inhale, exhale, lift. We are here for another 4. Back stays flat. Ribs are pressing down. Inhale, exhale, lift. 2. Then next time we lift that right leg up into the tabletop, hold it here. We start to tap the hips down. We lift. Inhale, exhale, tap. You can lower that left heel at any point. You can bring that right foot down at any point. Stay with just the heels. You can take those hands down at any point. We start adding that double pulse in 3. Inhale, exhale, tap. We're doing amazing. The glutes are on fire. We're here for 2. And next time we lift, double pulse for 2. We tap. Double pulse. And tap. Inhale, exhale, lift, double pulse. And tap. We're going to stay high for just that pulse in 4. You can always bring both feet down at any point. Keep those ribs pressing down. In 2. The next time we lift, hold it high. We just start to baby pulse. Again, both feet can come down at any point. Same thing with just the heels lifted. Here for another 4. Hold it high in 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift those hips a little higher. 10, 8. Keep breathing. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt all the way back down. Hug those knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe just sway from side to side. We're going to find a little single leg stretch. So keep that right knee hugging close. Extend the left leg out. Find that stretch. Here for 2 breaths. One more breath. Start to lower the gap between that back and that mat. So you're engaging that core. We bring that left knee in this time and extend the right leg out. Again, close the gap between that back and that mat. Option, you stay here. We have layers. So we're going to pick that pace up. We take an inhale. Exhale, we swap. Inhale. Exhale, swap. Next layer, we lift the head and shoulders up. Gaze towards that belly button. Inhale. Exhale, swap. Keep lifting the shoulders high. Inhale. Exhale, swap. Next layer. Straight leg. Starts hovering just above the mat. Inhale. Exhale, swap. Keep those hips heavy. Lower back is heavy. Next layer. We start adding a double pulse. So as we bring the knee into the chest, double pulse with you. We swap. Double pulse. Next layer, if you want to spice up even more, interlace the fingers behind the head. Head is heavy, elbows are wide. Inhale. Exhale, swap. Keep lifting the head and shoulders nice and high. You want that hunch of the shoulders. We go for another 4. Inhale, exhale, swap. I really hope on this microphone you can't hear me hovering and puffing. It is warm in here. Last 2. Then next time, we bring the knee into the chest, hold it here. Push the knee a little bit further away. Lift the head and shoulders, hold the knees still. We start to baby pulse, nose towards the knee. Just for 10, 8, 7, 6. Keep lifting, keep breathing. 4. Inhale, exhale, lift. 2, 1. Hold head and shoulders high. Over to the other side. Push the knee away, lift head and shoulders. Baby pulses up and down. If it just doesn't feel good with that leg straight, you can always plant the leg down. Here for 4, 3. Hold in 2, 1. Hold. We start the same leg with a straight leg this time. So bend into that bent leg, straighten into that bent leg. Take an inhale, exhale, swap. Inhale, exhale, swap. So options, if it just doesn't feel good with the straight legs, you stay with the bent knee. If you can, so you can grab the leg a little bit higher, up towards the ankle. Inhale, exhale, swap. We start adding those layers again. So we start adding that double pulse. So you bring the leg in, double pulse for 2, we swap, double pulse. Inhale, exhale, double pulse. Keep lifting the head and shoulders, keep that gaze on the belly button. You can always add the extra layer, you can take the hands behind the head if you want. We're here for another 4. We go for that pulsing in 3. Inhale, exhale, swap. 2, keep breathing. Then next time we bring the leg in, hold. Push the straight leg a little bit further away. Baby pulses, nose towards the knee. Keep lifting the shoulders higher. Option, you can always bring this back to bend knee at any point. We're here for another 4, 3, hold in 2, 1, hold head and shoulders high. Over to the other side. Push the straight leg away. Baby pulses, nose towards the knee. 10, 8, 7, 6. We go for that bicycle in 5, 4, holding 3, 2, 1, hold. Bend the knee back again. Interlace the fingers behind the head. You can always bend both knees if it feels better. We start to rotate opposite elbow, opposite knee. Inhale, exhale, swap. Inhale, exhale, swap. Option, if it just doesn't feel good, you can always tap the toes down. Lower the level of those fingers. We're here for another 5. Bring the head and shoulders back to the center in 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Back to the center. Hold. Hold the legs and tabletop now. Reach the arms up. We start to pulse into that 100. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Breathe in between if you need. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in. Give yourself a breath. Maybe just sway from side to side. Just for 2 breaths. Well done. One more breath. And then when you're ready, plant those feet down. Reach those arms up over the head. If it feels good, stay here. If you want, you can reach those legs to the end of the mat. Find that nice long line. We're here for 2 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We're just going to finish with some roll-ups. So when you're ready, close the gap between that back and that mat. Belly button sucking in, then ribs are sucking down. We take an inhale. Exhale, we start to peel up. So we start to lift the arms up. The head starts to lift. The shoulders, the upper back, middle back. Keep it slow. Lower back starts to peel up. We start to fold over the legs. Take an inhale. Reset. Exhale, we tuck our chin. Punch those shoulders, we curve into that spine. Reach the fingertips in front. We start to melt down. Nice and slow. Lower back, middle back, upper back. So these are hard. If it's just not feeling good, you're more than welcome. You can keep those feet planted. You can go for that half peel. So you can come halfway down, halfway back up. Inhale. Exhale, we come all the way down. So if you want to stay with that half lower, you're more than welcome to stay halfway down. Come all the way back up. Reset. Find what works for you. If you look a bit like a dead salmon through the camera, that's fine. We are just here for another 2. Inhale. Exhale, dive those arms. Keep it slow. Fold over the left. Inhale. Exhale, reset. We go again. Punch those shoulders, we curve into that spine. Find that nice seat. Reach those arms up over the head. We have 1 more. Make it the slowest one yet. Try to keep the distance between the hands and the legs. Make it a little bit more challenging. Fold over the legs. Inhale. Exhale, we lower. Keep it nice and slow. Reach those arms until the very last moment. Then next time we lower down, hold it here. Find that nice long stretch. We're going to finish with some stretches. So when you're ready, we take the right arm out to the side. We find a spinal twist. Right leg, plant that right foot onto the mat, so nice bend in the right knee. Take the left hand onto the outside of that right knee. We take an inhale. Exhale, we start to take the right knee over and across the left leg. So twisting into that spine. Gaze can stay higher in the opposite direction. We're here for 2 breaths. And carefully supporting the knee, coming all the way back up. Take it to the side. Left arm out to the side. Right leg down, left foot on the mat. Right hand on the outside of the knee, take an inhale. Exhale, we rotate over. Left knee comes over across the body. Gaze higher and over into the left hand side. Here for 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, come all the way back to the center. We take that right knee in towards the chest. Left foot can stay planted or it can extend out depending on how the back feels. We start to reach that right leg up to the sky. Circle those ankles if it feels good from one direction to another. And then when you're ready, ankles stay still. Take an inhale, exhale, hug that straight leg in. And release. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, hug. And release 1 more. Inhale, exhale, hug. And release. Slowly bring that right foot down. We bring that left knee to the chest again. Right foot can stay planted or it can extend out. Extend the left leg up to the sky. Interlace the fingers just above or below the knee, protect the knee. Start to roll the ankles from side to side. Ankles stay still. Take an inhale, exhale carefully, hug that straight leg in. And release 2 more. Inhale, exhale up. And release 1 more. And then when you're ready, hold both knees and give yourself a squeeze. We rock or walk ourselves all the way up to that seated position. Find what works for you. Cross legs, straight legs, just find what works. You start to roll the shoulders just a few times, maybe move that head from side to side. When you're ready, bring that head back up, take an inhale. Exhale, sweep those arms all the way up to the sky, hands meet, all the way down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, sweep. All the way down. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Hands come down, we can stay here, they can pop onto the heart or drop down. We have 3 breaths. Close your eyes if it feels good. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Keeping those eyes closed, just drop those hands down towards the legs. Just moving that head from side to side. 2 final breaths. When you are ready, bring that head back up to the center. Flicker those eyes in. Give yourself a little touch. And you're all done. Well done. You did so well. Thank you so much for joining. That was our first ever live. So I hope people enjoyed, if there are any people still on there. I would love to know how you felt, if your legs are on fire after that. But I'm feeling a bit sweaty. But if you enjoyed it, please just let us know. But if not, have a lovely evening. We will see you back in the studio.